Mission Committee talking about advocacy, empowerment, education. The children are strong, hardworking, determined. You're being asked to donate money for these organizations so they may continue. But why? Pay for pencils, pens, staff, overhead? That's not the reason. The real investment is in the children's dreams. What does all this really mean to the children? These organizations, all four of them? It's about their dreams, what they want, what they would like to see in their future, not what is inflicted on them because of extreme poverty, generations of dysfunctional family life, gender inequality, ignorance, violence. And what they know they need and what they want is an education. The one thing that will get them out of the poverty cycle, that they can choose what they want to do with their lives, so they can look to be productive citizens, take pride in raising and supporting their own families. Some children's dreams aren't far from here, just down the road, 2.5 miles maybe, if that far. 24 years ago, Bridge the Gap was started as a tutoring program for the Marin City Elementary, junior high, and high school kids. At that time, the high school rate was extremely high. Their home lives were dysfunctional because of drugs and split up families. A high school dropout in Marin County, not much of a future. Even if a student wanted to go to college, the quality of their education had been poor up to that point. What kind of dreams could you have as a dropout? Enter Bridge the Gap. It now serves grades 1 through 12. The children participating in this program, 100% graduate from high school. Far cry from 24 years ago. 40 students are now attending college. Why? Because people cared and wanted to give these children a chance to pick their own dreams. CAP works with orphaned, HIV-affected and infected children through art therapy. Thousands are homeless, hungry, wandering the streets as infants, young children. What are their dreams? There aren't any. Through the art therapy, they are able to promote emotional health and build self-esteem. The safe environment gives the children a place to express themselves through their art. Leanne, 7 years old when she joined the program, who knew what her dreams were at 7 years old? She probably never dreamt that she would go on to be a guitar flight attendant, fly all over the world, earning a full scholarship to attend the University of Cape Town in South Africa. Why? Because somebody helped her. Because someone took her under their wing, and cared and loved her. She is living her dream. See. Johannesburg is 10,535 miles from here. You have a long reach. Okay. Tangible hope. Think about this. What would you dream if you were born a female in the poorest of the poor, a parasite-ridden little 6-year-old, 7-year-old? There's no education for you. Your future holds only violence, poverty, disease. Eventually your father will sell you off to work, or you'll be put into a marriage at 10, 11 years old. Your value, there is none. You're not even valued as much as a boy. You're valued far higher. Would you even have a dream? Would you even know how to dream? Along comes tangible hope. You and your family are brought into the program. Daddy can't put you to work or marry you off while participating in the program. The family receives cooking oils, grains, soaps to keep them going so you can get your education, so the little girl can get her education. Now you have a chance to be a child, to learn worth, thrive in an environment where you are valued as much as the boys, and you learn to value yourself. In turn comes self-confidence and leadership. A whole new world has been opened to you. Now what will you dream? Many of these girls have gone on to college and returned to their communities as contributing citizens and leaders, not pieces of property. They're living their dream. Ethiopia, 9,006 miles away. Leon, there's 2 programs down there. One is Casa Hogar, where children are brought in from horrendous backgrounds. They're given a home, they're given people that love them, they're given shelter, they're giving them what they need to live dreams, to go on and not live in the streets. Casa Indígena, children from the mountains. They're not even citizens in their own country. They're looked down on. They're brought into the program. There's over 125, 150 right now. They're all taught in their own language and in Spanish language so they can be accepted into their communities, be accepted as citizens. They're given tools to work with so that they can go on and be citizens. Leon, 3,175 miles. This church has a long reach for a few, that's what, 150 people we have here. You have a very powerful touch. I have a letter that was written, and 14 years ago we took a group down to Leon, Mexico, debating about reading this or not. And then I heard the choir this morning about love. I heard about Paul. I thought, I'm reading it. And this young lady, you don't know with teenagers what affects them when you go down there. You know, if they see the program, they come home and they go on their merry way. One of the young ladies, I wasn't sure about her, and she wrote this: God is love, perfect thing for today. Our last night in Leon, we all went out for Italian food. In a speech that left most of us our eyes damp, Jim Berklow stated that God is love. This, I assume, is something we can immediately all agree on. But what does it really mean? I didn't know. Not until I looked into their faces, not until I embraced by their little arms did I know what real love was. It's speaking the language of a hug. It's coming from hell, where your parents are drug dealers, drug users, prostitutes, in hugging the first American you see. These kids have every right to be messed up and angry, but all they want to do is play with us. They are so willing to love and trust again. God has loved them. Now they have people to love them, and they want to love the people too. Their lives are simple. Many of them only have the clothes on their backs, and yet I found I was happier there with them than I ever was at home. Anywhere, actually. I was complete. Once I gave up all the things weighing me down, laptop, TV, CD, I could really be happy. It was so much easier to see what was important to me. Children, piggyback rides, crayons, passionate people. Amidst those things, I found part of myself that had been lost in an endless barrage of America. I found out how little I needed to be happy, and that real love without distraction. These kids aren't poor, they just have less to weigh them down, less to distract them. They know more about love than most adults. Love took them in, love changed their life, love makes them happy, and love is working through them. If God is love, these kids are closer to God than most people will ever be. They may not have many toys, closets full of clothes, or shelves of books, but they are full of love. They have so much, they're tripping over themselves trying to give a little to their American amigos. So tell me, who really has more?